Hi, friend. I cannot wait to share with you a few tips on putting some personality into your Instagram profile. This is something, so if you think about it, we are a society. It's just human beings. We are just used to making very quick decisions because everything is so fast in our world. So when someone clicks on your profile, if you say something, you comment on someone's Instagram post and they think, oh, I want to look at that person, they click over, look at it, and you have statistically less than 7 seconds to make an impression for someone to make the decision to follow you or not follow you. 7 seconds. That's so fast. So there's a few things that go into this. And the first thing is your name. So there are infinite options of what your name could be. Obviously, it can be your personal name, or you could have some sort of tie to yoga. Another thing is if you already know your yoga niche, which awesome to you if you do, if there's a way to tie that into your profile name, that's amazing. So there's a few like prenatal yoga or yoga for moms to be. That is a really common one that's kind of easier to put in, like mommy yoga. That's very clear. You don't need a lot of words for that. For instance, I'm a marketing coach for yoga teachers. That's way too long. Way too long. So yours might be too long to do that, but there might be a way to tie in your personal name and tie in the word yoga somehow. But there are infinite options. I encourage you to just look at some of the profiles the accounts that you're following, and look at their profile for each of these different sections that we're talking about to get ideas. The next piece of information is your image. So that's that tiny, tiny, tiny little circle that everyone has. Like, that's the defining thing where your profile image is so different from everyone else's. And so for yoga teachers, if you are able to have yoga in your profile name, then I encourage you to use a closer up picture of your face. And here's why. People connect with eyes. So just like you're watching me, instead of reading my blog, you're actually watching my video. You're connecting with me more than if you were just reading the words. So if you can use a close-up picture of your face to show your eyes, that would be awesome. If you are not able to put yoga in your profile name or very quickly in your bio, then I would encourage you to have a yoga pose as your profile image. Because the thing is you want to identify within those 7 seconds that you are focused in on yoga. So just make it very clear. You want to make it really obvious. You've got a few different things that are going to be playing into this, but I would say close up of your face or you in a yoga pose. So those are really the two options. If you are a yoga studio, and you're sitting here as a yoga teacher watching this, you own a yoga studio, that's when you would use a logo. That is when it's more important to use the logo, because that is not a person, that is an entity of a business. So as a yoga teacher, you're a business owner for certain, but because you're building a personal brand, you really want it to be focused in on your face. And then it is bio time. So you have 150 characters, not words, characters. So you have to be really, really creative with these 150 characters. The first is if you want to put your credentials in there, by all means, you want to do that. You have worked hard to earn those credentials. You better believe when I graduate from yoga teacher training in just a few months, I am going to add that into my bio because you work hard for that. So you want to put that in there, and you can, omit the dashes or anything like that to save some characters. And then you definitely want to include your yoga niche if you have one. If you don't have one, I encourage you to start thinking about that now, because that is going to make your business as a yoga teacher for sure. Even if you have to work outside of that niche, that's what's going to just propel your business in big ways. So if you have a niche like prenatal yoga or yoga for PTSD, whatever the case may be, you want to include that in your bio. That is critical information. And then if you are focused on building your classes in a local community, I need you to put your location in your bio. So you need to make sure that your location is there. And the reason being is that if you are in Florida and someone from Texas is following you, they can't attend your class. So you want to make it really clear where you're from. They can still follow you, but you want to make sure that you're identifying where you are so that they can know, oh, she teaches classes in Florida or wherever you are. And then let's talk about emojis. So emojis can save you characters, and it is a huge benefit. Some people don't like to use emojis and some people do. So here's the test that I always use with students. I want you to go to your phone, look at your text messages, and see if you use emojis in your text messages. If you do, then I want you to use them in your bio because it is you. We want this bio to scream who you are in a right, nice way, of course, but you want it to say who you are in an authentic way. And so if you use emojis in your everyday life, use them in your bio. And if you don't, you don't have to. It just helps with, saving some characters here and there. The last section is your profile link. And that is so important. So the first and foremost thing is if you have a website, that is what I want you to link to. Your website is the place you want to be driving all of your traffic. If you have a YouTube page, then I want you to focus on sending people to your YouTube page. If you have a Facebook page, then that's where I want you to send people to. Now, if you are one of those yoga teachers that has all of these things, then you might want to look at something called Linktree. Linktree is a system where you would put the link in your Instagram bio to Linktree. Linktree allows you to have multiple links and link people out to different resources, like your website, your Facebook page, your YouTube page, whatever it is. You can also build a page on your website if that is something that you want to do as well. So just make sure to use that link to the best ability that you can. You want to drive people to one place. That's the most important thing you can do. If you can just focus in on where you're sending people, that's going to make the biggest difference. I hope this has helped you. Let me know if you have any questions, but I can't wait to see that profile. Send it to me. I'd be happy to review it for you and give you some feedback. Until next time, see you later.